Hello everyone, Martin Ingram here, and welcome to the wonderful world of Whitetails camp building. We're going to finish the rocks today. I was supposed to do them last week, but all but you know that. Other than that, I'll be here for 3 days. It's July 2nd, 2017. Got some help coming here in a bit. We're going to move the rocks and start laying out a workspace to figure it out here. I don't know if I'll have the camera there for working or over there for working, but we'll figure it out. It might be over here. The sun won't be in its face. It should be in my, I'll be in your face though, because I'll be looking that way. It's gonna, oh, Jesus. Keep an eye out. See what's going on. My son and I worked feverishly on the morning, getting rid of these rocks and leveling out this area to get ready for setting up the saw. Now, before we could set up a place to start sawing the lumber with a chop saw, we had to move these 6x6 by 20, this almost 21 feet before I cut them, posts to act as skids for the camp. We loaded them in the back of my son's long bed pickup truck, which is just over half of it sticking out. We strapped down the inside, and he backed them in. Saved us a lot of trouble with his accuracy because he could back it right toward the beam, and we pretty much walked straight back, and that was it. Well, and then next step was to set up the chop saw on a semi-level area so that I could make a lot of cuts of the same. And the cuts are going to be about 15 feet 8 inches long, so I had to have something to hold the weight of the 2x6 on the end. So we had 4 sawhorses set up, and then we spaced it up so it's pretty much level with the saw. Yes, you saw me put the saw up there backwards first. But who's getting that technical? Now I'm all set up and ready to start cutting my floor joists and getting them pre-positioned and marked for nailing for later on. Now it took me a while to get my first cut made because I had a major decision to make. It's talked about here in a coming up portion where I explain exactly why I cut things the way I cut them. Had a lot to do with the plans of the kit I have. Plans. I don't have a kit. I just have the plans to a kit. And determining an English factor between the plans and what I'm actually have to work with, so I didn't make any huge blunders. I spent a couple $1,000s worth of wood. I hate to cut it all wrong just to find out I gotta buy it again to cut it. But that explanation is coming up shortly. Now it took me a whole minute plus to set this first board up. Mind you, I'm an auto mechanic, not a carpenter, and I'm working with wood that's over 16 feet long. It's 2x6, and I'm trying to get it moved, lined up with the line on the chop saw. Said, shoot, I get to move, and I get it moved. And shoot, I moved it too far. Now I gotta get that to move over. Finally came to this conclusion that it's easier to grab a hammer and tap the saw over to where the line is. You'll see me do that in a second here. And I don't have enough video to actually show that first cut because the camera ran out of video time. Of course, I'm not worried about when the camera's going off. I'm just working and just happened to catch this portion. Moving these 16 footers from the chop saw area to the build was quite a experience, believe me. Hauling 16 of them things over there. They weigh quite a bit. Now, at some point in the day, I decided to separate all those 2x6 6x16 footers because some of them were pretty rough, and I wanted to pick out the best ones to use for the floor joist system, so I sorted them all out. Okay, and I finally got a video of me actually cutting one, so I thought I'd throw that in and talk over it. But some of the ends and stuff were just brutal. I mean, I have to make a flush end anyway, and then flip it and cut it to length because rough cut lumber doesn't have any flush ends. So you get these chunks and just throw them away. Got to burn them in the fire later on the next day.
I now have 16 188-inch floor joists and two 20-foot rim joists. Now everybody says you gotta have a 16 by 20. Directions even call for these to be cut to 188.5 inches. But I think they're planning on you going down to Lowe's, because real rough cut lumber is actually 2 inches, not 1.5 inches. So I got to measure 1 inch on each side and offset for that. So this thing here is 188 inches plus the 2 here and 2 there. That's 16 feet.
Well, that was the end of day one, July 2nd, 2017 in camp build. I like this song, but I hope they don't gig me for leaving it on the video. Probably will. They'll shut me down. Whatever. Got a lot of work done that day. Son helped me half the day. I worked the rest of the day. In the next 2 days, I'll show videos of those 2 days, July 3rd and July 4th, as soon as I can get them out. In the meantime, this is Martin Ingram. Wonderful World of White Tails, done for the day. Thank you for watching.